Hi, I'm Damon Davis, and I want to welcome you to a very exciting program. Today's guest is Dr. Charles Redd Jr. Dr. Redd is a nationally recognized speaker, lecturer, and advisor to Fortune 500 businesses. But more importantly, Dr. Redd is a profound influencer of these organizations and their leaders. And I am so proud and privileged that today he is going to be an influencer in our life to help us to discover that next step. Now imagine, if you would for a moment, a new life birthed by a new you, the result of tapping into the wisdom, the secrets, the strategies that some of the sharpest and most influential and powerful leaders in the world have discovered. In the next half hour, we're going to reveal to you what these insiders know. You're going to see through the crack into the door into a world where nothing is missing, nothing is lacking, everything can be whole. Are you ready for that? I know that you are. Get ready for your one-on-one encounter. It begins right now. I want to welcome you right back into the program. I'm Damon Davis, and I'm here today with Dr. Charles Redd Jr. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
It's an honor to have you. Now, I know who you are. I've had the privilege of getting to know you a little bit. Our viewers do not. Tell us, if you would, who you are, really. Where do you come from? What do you do? And then we're going to get into the program.
Yeah, sure. I am a native Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City, Motown. And I'm proud of it. But I was raised by a village. You know, my mom's single parent, but we had great support. It was a family that was impressed upon us. Education was very important in our family. And we all went on to school, and I can brag a little bit about my older sisters. They paved the way. Matter of fact, we're all doctorate degrees.
What?
Yeah, we do. So I was the last one to get mine. And,
wow.
But that was impressed upon us. And we weren't a wealthy family. We were a lower middle class family, and but we believed in hard work and continuous education, and that's what we still do today.
And so you went on, got a degree, obviously, became an earned doctorate, by the way. What is your doctorate in?
It's in transformational leadership.
Transformational leadership. Say that in layman's terms for me.
It's really talking about being a transformer. Whether I am training trainers to become trainers, or whether I am discipling disciples to become disciplers, there is a transformation. And that in that transformation, you're taking a leap in your growth and your personal growth so that you could be better and that you can help others along the way as well. So it's the old self becoming a new self, but in a better way. Wow. Transform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that became your occupation.
That became my occupation. Also, I'm a teacher at heart.
And if my notes serve me correctly, you actually were a professor at a college? Or?
I was an adjunct professor.
Wow.
I taught the subject area of introduction to salesmanship, introduction to marketing. Also, even on the church community side, I was a discipleship teacher.
Wow.
And discipling others. And so I'd get a joy out of making things plain and explaining to people that they may be able to grasp it and take it and run with it and not only improve themselves, but to make others better as well.
May I add to that?
Sure.
You're also into helping people move to the next level, or can I say fittingly, helping people understand how to transform their life. Would that be appropriate?
Yes, that would be appropriate, because what I'm all about is bringing positivity, helping people realize the gift that they have within them. Wow. I tell folks there's no reason to be jealous of anyone or envious of anyone, because what God has for you is for you. And my job is to help you see it and help you bring it forth and help you develop that and move on down the lane together. And we arrive at the winner's circle all together.
And we're all wanting to be
That's
there.
right. That's right.
A lot of people that are tuned into this program right now, they woke up this morning and they were if not depressed, absolutely discouraged by the life they know. Their finances are in disarray. Maybe there's something going on in their relationship. Maybe they have something going on in their health that's got them discouraged and fearful.
Yes.
Or maybe they just feel stuck in a rut. They hear this thing about the life you could have, and they see other people seemingly living the life they wish they had. And they find themselves, well, just not happy, full of joy, at peace with where things are.
Yes.
Would you say that in your career as a teacher, a professor, a motivational speaker, an advisor, a consultant to enterprises,
yes,
that seems to be commonplace?
It's commonplace, and what I try to help people realize, there is something that they have, something unique about them that they must discover. And once you discover your purpose in life, then you have passion to go with that. And as you develop that, no matter what the challenges are, no matter what the obstacles are, you can stand on what it is that God has for you. And what He has for you, you don't have to worry about it. If you stay in the relationship and stay focused on the vision and the dream, you'll get there.
Wow.
And if you realize that everyone that's ever done anything, that's ever become anybody, they have had failures, but in the failing, you fall forward and you discover and you learn the mistakes and you get up and you dust yourself up and you keep moving.
Yeah.
I say all the time, never, never, ever give up. And that has been my model. That has been what I have believed. And I've had taken my licks in life and have fallen down, but gotten back up.
Yeah.
And that's the key. Keep pushing, keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Even though where you are today doesn't determine where you're going to be later.
That's good.
And so if you hold on to your faith and you have something tangible to see, something tangible to believe, a goal, an objective, and you know why you want to get there, then when the obstacles come, you'll get there. It doesn't happen overnight, I can tell you that.
No.
It's going to take
It is a
some hard
process,
work. It's
isn't
a
it?
process, but stick with the process.
You developed this series, which is what we're here to talk about,
Yes.
called, is it Dr. Speaks?
It's Dr. Charles
Dr.
Speaks.
Charles Speaks.
And I have a red line.
You have a what?
A red line. I call it the red line.
What's that mean?
That means that you dial up and you get on the red line and I'll talk to you about some leadership.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's right.
It's part of the series.
It's part of the series.
Wow. So what Dr. Charles Speaks?
Yes. The red line, it kicks off the week. It starts off, hey, look, you come off of the weekend, you may have a feeling like you're tired and you're not looking forward to Monday, but there's the red line, and the red line is there to give you some tips and give you some positive motivation and some learnings to how to navigate throughout the week.
Good.
And then you come back again and get some more.
That's good.
And so I feel like I'm helping the pastors, I'm helping the teachers, I'm helping all of those when you go into work, because what you do in your family life, what you do at work, what you do in community, it all runs together.
Gotcha.
And so why not have the right attitude and being positive and facing your challenges and doing things about them in a positive way, and not just always a knee-jerk reaction, but taking time to pause and respond, and by all means certainly asking and praying for wisdom in all that we say and do. But at the end of the day, it's making a difference. And the red line is all about encouraging people, challenging people to grow, and not only that, to bring people along with them and to be repairers of the breach.
That's good. Can I call it a transformative toolbox?
Yeah.
Could I call it that?
Yes, you can.
So you've developed a transformative toolbox. The red line, great name, which connects us to you
Yes.
on a weekly basis so that we can get fresh updates,
Yes.
real-time updates, insight, empowerment.
Yes.
But secondarily, or equal to, you've created this breakthrough series on audio CDs and DVD
Yes.
that we can't get on a plane necessarily and come to you, right? But we can bring that teaching into our home.
Yes.
What are we going to find there?
What you're going to find, I've been involved in corporate America for over 30 years, but you're going to find more than just that, because this is, whether you're in a boardroom or whether you're sitting in your living room, this is about life. This is about an opportunity to take a look in the mirror and see where you're at. And when you look in the mirror, and you'll realize that there are things that we can always improve. Are we perfect? No, we're not. But if we have the mindset of continuously working on ourselves in order to be better and affect our families and affect the place where we have church community or where we work in a corporation, then this will be the positive effect that is going to make for a better place, a better world. One of my teachings along the line is entitled, "This Little Light of Mine, I'm going to Let It Shine."
Nice.
So we are called to be lights and beacons of this world. And what is it that I can be a light of? What is it that I can share with others? What is it that I can actually do and help others see? Because talking is not enough. We're going to have to put it into action. And so I'm there to provoke you to put things in action so that it will affect your whole generation or your whole family or your whole place of work. It'll make a difference. And transparency is going to be the key. And I'm all about being for real, because I want people to be real, because people can relate to the down and out. If you've been down and out.
That's right.
People can relate to not having money to pay the bills, because I've been there too. But you know what? I didn't stay there.
That's right.
And I remember as a kid only having 2 pairs of pants, a blue pair and a black pair. But what I did was I washed them every day, and I pressed my own shirts, and I went to school crisp, and I looked good. And that's all I had. But I didn't let anybody know that I was poor, but I looked like a rich person because I kept myself together. And that's what you and all the rest of my listeners out there, you can make a difference too.
That is good. It's perspective, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You're really framing our thoughts.
Yes.
Helping us see it the way we're supposed to versus the way we see it today.
Yes.
Is that a good way to put it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we are a diamond in the rough. And we just need a little polishing. And we just going to get better as we go forward.
Now, we've heard that so many times. But something tells me you could explain that to me in a way that we'll all get. A diamond in the rough. I get it. We're like a lump of coal. Right? So stress and pressure comes and squeezes us. It's the process of forming the diamond. But unpack that for me.
You know, I use a lot of sports analogies. And when I think about this particular subject, a diamond in the rough, as a scout for a Major League Baseball team, they're going out to scout talent. And their job is to see the potential in others, whether they can throw, whether they can hit, whether they can catch, whether they can run. And sometimes someone may be on the playing field that has a first base mitt, and the scout sees that they would be better suited as an outfielder or as a catcher. And so a scout is one that can see something and bring it to the attention of that person and get that person to take the opportunity to learn about that position, because they saw something, and that person has to first believe it, and then they have to practice at it. So the diamond in the rough is the person that has potential, but perhaps may not be in the right place or in the right lane. And the scout comes along and says, have you ever thought about switching lanes to go over here? And this is what I see that perhaps you don't see. And that is the wonderful thing, is when the light goes off, and a person can realize their full potential and see something, then you have put them in a place where they can be successful, and they can navigate down life's lane, and they can become better. And so they become better because they're in a place where they feel the most comfortable and they have a passion for.
Dr. Red, we just caught our stride. A lot of people hear the analogy, finding their purpose is the key. You know, we look at that scripture that God knew us in the womb. Right?
That's right.
And we want to believe that He wrote purpose on the tablets of our heart. But we will search a lifetime, seemingly never to find it. What I heard you just say is that Dr. Charles Redd Jr., through the Red Line, through this amazing teaching series, and more, just connecting with your mission and your ministry, is going to help us discover who we really are.
Yes.
Uncover what it is that God created in us to do.
Yes.
And help me out here.
Yeah,
get in the right lane.
That's right.
To see it come to pass.
Let me give you an example. So for my organization now, I recruit graduating seniors off of the college campuses to go into corporate America. And so I have the opportunity to be on campus at a career fair. And hundreds of students are coming by to check us out. And you'll be amazed, sometimes a student comes up to the booth, and instead of having their elevator speech to present themselves, if they have an interest in your company and our company and the things that we have to offer, they will ask the question, well, what do you have for me? And they don't quite know what it is that they want to do. They know they're just completing 4 years and about to graduate, but what am I going to do? So I stop and pause, and I come from around the table and I say to them, if every profession, whether it's a doctor, lawyer, fireman, teacher, actor, whatever it is, they all pay $10 an hour. Every one of them, no matter which one you chose, it's only going to pay you $10 an hour. Which one will you choose?
Oh, man.
Hold
on. You hit me. That hit me like a ton of bricks. Wait a minute. Mm-hmm. If they only paid $10 an hour,
yes,
I would not be motivated by the cash. Mm-hmm. I would instead be inspired to probably slow down and think about, am I on the right track?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
Is this what I really want to do? Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Keep going.
Because no matter what, it pays the same. It doesn't matter where you go.
Sure.
But then you're going to tap into something that gravitates to you. That's going to be all the difference. So you're not going into that area because your mom and dad said, this is what I think you should do.
Yeah.
You're going in that area because you feel a calling on you to pursue that. So there lies the opportunity to get into the right lane and to make your way along the road of life.
That's a scout.
Yes.
You're scouting.
Exactly.
You're guiding.
Exactly.
But Dr. Red, I know we don't have a lot of time. Mm-hmm. What if I'm like way down the road? Mm-hmm. I'm way down the road in my career, married a bunch of kids. I'm working from ain't to faint. I'm not really happy. Mm-hmm. I don't get up, kick my heels, and got passion because I'm doing what I'm called to do. But I got a decent life.
Yes.
Why not just kind of throttle back and things aren't so bad, don't rock the boat?
When I think back, I felt like I would be doing what I'm doing now back then. And years have passed. But I never gave up on the vision. And I think back to one day just reading the Word of God and just coming across the story of Moses.
Okay.
And he was 80 years old. He went back to face the Pharaoh there. And so age is a number. It's just a number.
Wow.
But God can keep you, and you can remain youthful. You can remain relevant. You can remain in a place of favor with people because you have something to offer. Wow. And those that have been doing business for a long time, it's not the time to go home and sit on the couch and play golf maybe 2-3 times a week, but to continue to reach back and to pull up those that are behind, that are coming, or return back and tell them how you made it.
Wow. Is it ever too late?
Never too late.
Are we ever too far gone?
I don't think so. I think God can touch you at any place, any point of life, anytime.
So is it as simple as if I get connected to the red line, if I start listening to the teachings and watching the instruction, if I can get close enough for you to shift my thinking just a bit, can my life really change?
Absolutely, because it's more than just me motivating you. Because I could motivate you and then tomorrow you're back to where you were the previous day.
True.
But what I add to the motivation is the teaching to help you understand where you're at the particular time and where you could go. What are the possibilities? To be able to put our arms around. We live around so much negativity. We can be the change agent.
Wow.
One at a time. So there's something we all have to offer. And I want everyone to see that you are someone special to offer something that is uniquely for you for the benefit of those that are around you. Your gift will make way for you.
Wow.
Your name will go before you. You're not in it just to get over. You're in it to do what you're called to do, but while you're doing it, you're making others better.
Wow.
We used to play the game as a kid, King of the Hill.
Yeah.
And getting to the top was the objective, and knocking everybody over. But in today's world, and what I am preaching and teaching and sharing is that we need to bring all up the hill.
Nice.
And include all of the diversities of experiences and take the best of the best, and that we arrive together. That's the key.
Is it right to conclude what you're really talking about? Oh, this is so good, by the way. I have been enriched today. And I've been inspired, by the way, to myself realize that there is another level.
Yes.
But that we are blessed to be a blessing.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
I wish that I could motivate people to move. Sometimes change is just around the corner. The door of opportunity opens, and for whatever reason, we fail to walk through. And Dr. Charles speaks, one of your topics, and I think it might be fitting to what I just described, is called The Time Is Now.
Yes, the time is now.
Break that down.
The time is now because you're listening to me today. You have the opportunity to begin the wheels turning in life. No matter where you're at right now, this moment. If you're down, you can get up. If you're up, you can keep going up. But the fact is, don't become satisfied. Be one that continuously look for opportunities to grow and to learn and to be transformed above all. Not just for self, but for the benefit of this society, for the benefit of your workplace, for the benefit of your family, for the benefit of your church, for the benefit of just living a joy-filled, loving lifestyle.
And you believe this?
I believe it.
Because you've seen it.
I've seen it in my own self. That's where it begins first. Being rejected, not having opportunities you felt you could have or should have, being understanding that you may have, should have, would have, could have, but you didn't. But the reality of what set in for me was that what God has for me, it is for me. And what I mean by that is that when I used to go after a promotion and I didn't get it, the first thought was, well, making excuses why I didn't get it. But then I realized that, you know what? There's not a door that can be shut if God wants me to go through it.
Well said.
Nobody, you can put 20 people in front of the door, but if it's for me, I'm going through the door. But I've also realized that if the door opens, I have the right to stand in and give it my very best.
That's good.
Because it may not be for now, it will be for later. Just like this interview, this is a blessing today, but look how much more it will be later as it reaches the people who get this and who put it into action and do something about it. So it works. And then when
I was about to clap.
Listen.
I'm clapping. That
People
long
see
pause
it.
was me saying
Yes,
yes.
when you get around people, they can see it, they can feel it, and you just rub off. It's contagious. It's contagious. Whatever you feed, it's going to grow. If you feed positive, then positivity is going to grow. If you feed negative, negativity is going to grow. And so what are we feeding today?
Yeah, what are we feeding?
What are we feeding?
Right, and I would say you kind of have to have the right food.
That's it.
For the feeding.
That's right.
You got to have the right information. And you're providing that. Dr. Charles Redd Jr.
Thank you.
It is a pleasure, sir.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
So we're going to connect to the red line.
Yes, we are. Yes.
And I'm going to just motivate, inspire. I'm going to encourage everyone watching, no matter where you are, no matter what place you're working from, no matter what you see, a new you, a new level, transformation. It's one decision away. Dr. Redd, I like to say, you know, we're choosing one way or another.
That's right.
Right now. We choose to stay where we are, which is to say, do nothing. That's a choice. Or we can choose that we believe that we were truly created for something more.
Absolutely.
We were designed with a purpose. And all we've got to do is say yes to that. And that's when God can do His great work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, what is your legacy? What is my legacy that we leave behind?
Well said.
The music people, we play their music, they're gone. But what will they play when you and I are gone?
Well said. Thank you, sir, once again.
Thank you.
And thank you for tuning into today's program. I encourage you, take action if you would. We have a number on the screen, website for you to go to. I encourage you to make the decision that can shape your tomorrow. I'm Damon. This has been One-on-One. See you next time.
Get ready for the Red Line, the most essential motivational tool every successful business and spiritual leader should have at their disposal. Every leader needs motivation, drive, and determination to get them to the next level. You have to have the right tools to be at the top of your game and to stay ahead of the competition. Dr. Charles Redd is the man with the leadership plan and is here to help you fulfill your potential. Success is not something you sit idly by, waiting for it to find you, and it certainly isn't something you can hope to achieve without both guidance and effort. Dr. Redd is a nationally known motivational speaker and leadership expert who can give you the fire and drive you need to propel your career to new heights. When you call today, you'll get the best of Dr. Charles Speaks, a dynamic 10-message compilation that will provide you with guidance, instruction, and inspiration. You'll hear 10 messages filled with Dr. Redd's most popular teachings to encourage the leader within you. These motivational and informative talks will engage your mind, elevate your thinking, and prepare you to take on any challenge that lies ahead of you. You'll receive personal wisdom, inspiration, and instruction from one of the country's greatest motivators and a nationally recognized Fortune 500 business leader. But that's only the beginning. You'll also receive Dr. Redd's one-on-one training presentation on DVD. This in-depth teaching will help you develop a winning attitude that will inspire excellence and generate results. You'll not only realize self-improvement, but Dr. Redd will help you better your business, your relationships, and the world around you. But that's not all. Call right now, and as an added bonus, you'll also receive Dr. Charles Redd's engaging full-length uncut one-on-one interview with Damon Davis. There was too much motivational insight to fit into today's broadcast, but with this DVD, you'll get all the extra wisdom and coaching shared with Damon during the taping. Call now with your love gift of $29.95 or more and put your faith into action today. So that's the Best of Dr. Charles Speaks audio series, the dynamic DVD teachings from Dr. Redd, and the full uncut DVD of today's one-on-one interview. Get motivated to succeed today. Call right now or go online and take advantage of this exclusive one-on-one offer.